Welcome, fellow freaks, geeks, and nostalgic 90s nerds to my channel, Slime and Slashers, where, yeah, we talk about everything from Nickelodeon slime to horror movie slashers, but plenty of stuff in between, including lots of awesome Halloween-y content. And yes, we are in spooky season, and this is future Kelsi after I have filmed this vlog. So yes, this is a vlog, and it is a beginning of fall vlog, also a beginning of Halloweekend Readathon vlog. So I do read 3 books in this vlog. I also travel on an out-of-town trip and go book shopping at so many bookstores. So there is some footage, not much, but there's some footage from like 5 different bookstores, in at least 5 in this vlog. And I had a good time. So our trip, we went to Salt Lake City, spent 2 days there, went on hikes, and I'll tell you about that in a second, and etc, etc. Then we drove and began our drive towards Oregon, because we were going to go to a football game there and visit my friend Rachel in Astoria, and also visit my friend Nathan in Portland. So we did a lot of fun things. So the drive was like 12 hours long, but we broke it up into 2 days. The first day we stopped for lunch in Idaho, Boise, Idaho to be precise. And all throughout the time in the car, I was filming the scenery, I was reading, and then finally the next day, after the second day of driving, we finally got into Oregon, and we stayed around there. And actually, I think we got into Oregon, I'm sorry, the first day we were driving. The second day we got to actually where we wanted to go in Oregon, which I think was it Eugene? We drove from Eugene to, I can't even remember all the places we went. We went from one location in Oregon to, on our very, last day, we went to Astoria and Portland. So we didn't spend a lot of time in Portland or in Astoria, but still a lot of fun. Especially in Astoria, I got to see where Free Willy, this ending scene, which, by the way, it's one of my favorite movies. I talk about freaking orcas all the time. Specifically, I talk about the movie Free Willy all the time. So we got to see where Free Willy jumps over the rocks. I was freaking out. We also got to see like the jailhouse from the Goonies, and I wish we had time to go to more Goonies sites, but we just did not have the time. We also met up, like I said, with my friend Rachel, and then later when we went back to Portland, we went to a spooky, awesome freaking bar that was like Halloween themed with my friend Nathan, who is the author of Pumpkin Cinema. Nathaniel Toll is his author official full name. Anyway, I'm so glad I got to see my 2 friends. It was a real treat, and I hope you enjoyed the footage, especially of the spooky bar and the cool things in Astoria, because I did go to a bookstore in Astoria, Oregon, so that was neat as well. Yes. So Utah, just to recap a little bit, at the beginning of our trip, we went on this hike, and there's a ton of footage of this hike. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I called it a spooky hike, but it was kind of more just like a fall hike. There was definitely fall foliage on the hike, and I usually can't say that word, but I just said it correctly, so woo me. But I will say, I was not expecting the hike to be so long, so this is why you'll see so many clips of the hike, especially because there's so many beautiful shots. But, okay, so we look up Google, how long is this hike gonna be? It tells us, okay, a couple of hours, it's 2.8 miles each way. It's a lot, but me and Paul thought we could do it. We walk 3 miles all the time, like, just in a day. Start walking on the trail. We definitely feel like we've walked 2.5 to 3 miles already. We finally passed somebody because we hadn't passed anybody. And by the way, the whole trail is all the way uphill, so I'm dying. Freaking being below sea level, usually, here in Louisiana. I'm freaking out of breath, and my freaking thighs and my butt were hurting, and my ankles, and it was horrible. So it was very strenuous, but actually very good exercise. So we finally see somebody after all this time, at least an hour and a half to 2 hours in. And we say, are we close to this lake? Because at the end of this trail is supposed to be this awesome lake that is supposed to be the payoff. And you get up there, you got great scenery, and the person was like, well, you're kinda close. You're almost halfway. We're like, almost halfway. We've definitely already gone at least 3 miles. Like, what the hell? So then we keep running into people eventually, and each one tells us, oh, you're pretty close, but they're all really hesitant and not giving us good estimations of how far away we are. And every time we round a freaking corner on this trail and I don't see the freaking lake, I'm like, where's the lake? And I'm getting really mad and like, how much longer could this possibly be? Basically, we're at like the 3 hour mark, and we're like, we're not gonna be home till like freaking 6 o'clock when we started this hike at like 1. Anyway, we finally get to the lake. It's beautiful. There are moose there. But right before we hit the lake, someone was warning us, oh, by the way, there are moose on the trail. I'm like, really? Moose on the trail? You know, we thought off to the side. We come up the trail, and there are 2 moose, a baby, and a mama blocking our way. Me and Paul got a little spooked because we didn't want to approach them, obviously. We didn't know what they would do, if they would charge. And apparently, by the way, which we didn't know at the time, it's moose mating season, but luckily it was a mom and her calf. But who knows if the mom would be protective, you know, and so on and so forth. So we're like, what do we do? Because they're right in front of us. We basically went to the side. There's barely any room off the trail. So we went and we're at 2 different trees because, again, there's not much room. So I hugged a tree. Paul was further away behind me hugging a tree, but I filmed them and they passed right in front of us for like a good long while. I have 8 minutes of footage of these moose right in front of us looking right at me. So that was kind of neat. I think you guys will enjoy that. But no, we did not approach the moose on our own. We were going on a actual trail and, well, an actual trail, sorry, bad grammar. We were going on the actual trail and they were in our way, so we moved off the trail and waited for them to pass. So we're not trying to interfere with nature or any of that, so I don't want you guys to think we were trying to, you know, disturb the moose, because we were not. So anyway, we had to pass them, then finally made it to the lake, see 3 moose from much further away at a safe distance. But yes, it was worth it, but the descent was just as bad as the ascent because my freaking ankles were hurting so bad on the descent after a while because of just the different muscles you're using, and it was straight downhill. So just like the beginning on the way up was straight uphill, the whole way back was straight downhill. And we actually met somebody that happened to be from Florida, just like Paul is, randomly in Salt Lake City. So it was kind of weird and coincidental that 2 Florida people met at the top of this trail that was like a freaking 3-hour trail, and he also thought it was shorter and supposed to only be like 2.8 miles each way. So he was like, what the hell, you know, whatever. So anyway, we walked down with him, so you'll see him in our footage. So we made a new friend. Randomly. Very randomly. Anyway, so that was one thing. We went to so many breweries, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We drank a shitload of pumpkin beer. We drank a ton of Oktoberfests, so you'll see all of that thematic stuff in the vlog as well. I'll have spooky music. And also, before I even went on the trip, some footage you'll see is me decorating a little bit. I'm still not even fully decorated like I usually am in years past, but you'll see me decorating the house before we leave for the trip when it turns the first day of fall and that first week before October hits. So, and before we leave for the trip. So you'll see me setting up my drink bar that's like a Halloween drink bar that's all pumpkin themed. You'll see me setting up my room, and you'll see me hanging up my Halloweeny clothes in my closet. Here's like a 5K run with a pug with a witch hat on that I did for Halloween, and this one's called Halloween. I did this 2 years ago with Paul, so yeah, a 5K run. Anyway, that is enough chit-chatting. I just wanted to lay the ground about what we did and where we went and all of that stuff. So yes, there is bookish stuff. Yes, there are reading updates, even though the updates themselves are few and far between. However, there is plenty bookish stuff here and there throughout this vlog to keep you guys who are just bookish peeps entertained. Otherwise, if you like just regular vlogs, I think you'll enjoy this regardless. And if you like spooky vlogs, there's plenty of Halloweeny things, including fall foliage. Foliage. Anyway, alright guys, so without further ado, let's go to the short intro, and when we come back, I won't be talking anymore. You'll just be seeing footage and badass spooky music, and we'll be into the vlog. Oh wait, before we go into the vlog, it's gonna be super long, so grab a snack or a drink, because yes, this is gonna be insanely long. I'm so sorry, this is like a 2-week vlog. Anyway, now, let's get to the short intro. fall leaves, fall colors. Fall. Oh, so fall. I'm winded. I'm dying here. All right, let's go.
What happens when you live 4 feet below sea level?
Get away, fly. I'm dying. The blue of the sky is crazy right now on my phone.
Step out of the way if they come charging down.
He's looking at me. Flatland, Flatland. Just checking in. I am in Salt Lake City with Paul. He is driving. We are on our way to the BYU game. There is apparently a slowdown on the interstate right now, which kind of sucks. I just wanted to give you guys a reading update. I am currently still reading When Halloween Was Green, and today is September 29th. There's only one more day in September after today, so I really am hoping somehow, some way to finish this by the end of tomorrow, but I am not enthusiastic about my chances. Anyway, as of now, I had a little time to read yesterday on the plane, and I am currently 112 pages in, about to be on 113, chapter 17, and this is so appropriate for Halloween. If anyone's looking for a good, fun, thematic read for Halloween time, I think this would really fit, at least so far. It is just filled with imagery. Some of our main characters work and own haunted houses that, you know, the kind of haunted houses that are, you know, open to tours and people scare people, that type of haunted house, not like a haunted house where you don't know it's haunted and there's ghosts and shit. So it's really cool. There's some instances where some neat things are happening, where things are coming to life, and things that are supposed to be not real are occurring that are Halloween related. It's just a lot of fun. And it also has an Irish flair, which I love Irish stuff, so that is right up my alley personally. So it begins in Ireland like many eons ago, like a long time ago, back when like they believed in old, you know, mythology and old school monsters and stuff. And then it jumps to the, you know, later to the present, where we're following, like I said, the characters who run and own the haunted houses. And there are people being killed, and we don't know why that's happening. So I'll update you guys later, but I am really enjoying it. It's a fun read. It's perfect for this time of year, and it's just got lots of imagery that's making me super excited for Halloween time, and for it to be October in just like a day or so, a day and a half. So anyway, we are on our way, and I will catch up with you guys at another time. Bye.
special guest.
Like last time. Wants to kill me. They're making me going up this steep hill.
Just going to there.
It's steeper than it looks on this video. Oh God. What the hell?
You're already all the way up there.
Jeez, I ran up after Paul. Why did you run? You're killing me.
Yeah, we'll trail running. Why not?
I'm dead. Move your big head.
I think we've got.
I want to get the pike from over here. I mean the peak, whatever the heck. I'm gonna die. Whoa. Pumpkin, I don't even know what it is. Something crazy. Let's see what it says. Pumpfada? I don't know. Pumpfada. With covered beans. Ooh. That is good. Chocolate covered espresso bean.
Why are people's emails not pulling up so I can just forward this?
Apple turnover. Oh god. On our way to Boise and then on to other places. The coffee
900 West.
is incredible. It's pumpkin. I don't know what the other word means, but hey, it's good.
What's the name of the coffee place? Roots?
Roots Coffee and Co. And now we got an apple turnover
West for half a mile.
and a pistachio muffin, which I've never heard of before, but I'm very excited to try it. Whoa. Wow. It's good. The inside's great. Idaho! We're going into the state. Got it. Yay.
Yay.
Hey guys, checking in again. We have made it to Oregon. We drove through Idaho and it was very long. Paul drove the whole way, so he was a trooper on that. So yes, we're here just hanging out in the hotel because it's been like a very long day of driving and stuff. And we've got a ton of leftovers to eat before we fly back in a couple of days. So we're trying to eat some of the leftovers. So I got another 100 and something pages into When Halloween Was Green, and I only have 120 more pages left. My goal is to finish it tonight. Today is September 30th, tomorrow October 1st, so happy October Eve, or October's Eve, whatever you want to say. I don't know how you say it. But I'm really loving When Halloween Was Green still. Same things as last time I checked in. Great imagery, great vibe, atmosphere, perfect for Halloween, or, you know, getting in the mood for Halloween, etc., etc. Technically, Halloweekend, the readathon started yesterday because they started their sprints and stuff, but I'm very weird about my TBRs. I don't like the months mixing, so I'm finishing my September TBR. So today is September 30th. I need to finish When Halloween Was Green tonight. Hopefully I can do that, because tomorrow I want to start my October TBR clean, and that's when I'll start my Halloweekend Readathon TBR. So I will start something new tomorrow, hopefully. But yes, I'm really loving it. I mean, this is perfect, and no one talks about this book for Halloween atmosphere, but this is great and atmospheric, and I would so far recommend it. But we'll see how I feel when it's all said and done, so I'll check in when I'm done with the book. Okay, talk to you guys later.
And the cat?
Yep.
We currently have coffee cake and pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
2 pumpkins.
Perfect.
I think you can sense the direction we're going with
Good
it.
morning, it's the next day, aka Oktoberfests. I'm wearing my thematic scarf. Say happy October 1st.
Happy October 1st.
Whatever, call it, put some pizzazz in it.
I am wearing my Halloween blue.
Whatever. Alright, so I'm wearing this, I'm wearing my Ghostbusters t-shirt. I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
And we're in the desert, not exactly fall foliage.
Yeah, we are in the desert. Also, last night I said that I was going to finish the book When Halloween Was Green. I fell asleep like right after recording that and exporting my video I edited. So yeah, I did not finish it, so...
To tell the whole story. I'm gonna take a nap for 20 minutes. Wake me up so I can keep reading.
Yeah.
Gave her a half hour, and she was like, no, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I was really tired. And I slept the whole night. So I still have 100 pages left in this. And it's a bad way to start off October because I do not like carrying over September TBR reads into October. But we're going to do this, and then I'm going to start my first Halloweekend TBR read after that. We do have like 3 or 4 hours in the car, so I should be able to finish this. And then at the very least later tonight / tomorrow, because I've got another drive tomorrow, I will be able to probably finish my first TBR read for October, and that is a novella, so that will be shorter. But anyway, I will check back with you guys. We've got a very exciting day planned, including super fall, October-y activity, but I do not want to spoil it, so stay tuned.
But no, not what I threw, because I can see what I threw.
Oh my god, here comes one across the thing, and he's going real fast. Whoa. It's so cute, it's hard to stop watching them.
They're all over. I see them all running on the rocks over there. Wow. How long do you think this Coke bottle's been sitting here?
A really long time. It looks old.
Yeah.
It is good.
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Here's Johnny!
Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on your chinny chin chin. Well, then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in. Here's Johnny. Come on, Willy, jump. Shanana, Heyun, Iesis. Yeah! Willy! Willy! I'm here to close out the vlog, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching, because I know this was a really long vlog, considering I started the first day of fall and went all the way through. Today technically is October 7th, so that's September 22nd through October 7th. That's insane. But I didn't film every single day, and the major chunk of the vlog obviously took place on my out-of-town trip to Utah, then through Idaho and into Oregon, and I did so many fun and wonderful things on that, and I got to meet up with my friend Rachel. I'm so excited, and my friend Nathan, and that was so extra special, so very, very cool. Also, I just wanted to show you guys, I did get today in the mail my Halloweekend Readathon t-shirt came in. So exciting, look how cute. Anyway, I can't wait to wear this. I'm going to be starting a new vlog tonight. I'm actually in the middtle of reading something, so it'll be kind of weird to start a vlog when I'm almost done a book instead of, you know, starting a book fresh. But I'll finish this tonight/today for sure. This is Richard Lehman, Night in the Lonesome October. Not super heavy, you know, thematic fall vibes. But let's talk about quickly, before I wrap everything up, what I read in this vlog, because I never did a wrap-up about my books. So you saw me at the beginning reading my last book of September before Halloweekend started, and that is When Halloween Was Green, which is, as I said earlier in the vlog, kind of a Celtic themed Halloweenish book, and it definitely had vibes, great, wonderful fall Halloween vibes. A lot of it takes place around haunted house attractions, so I think that's really cool. That really was portrayed in there. There was tons of pop culture references, like they referenced one of my favorite creepy family/kids movie, Watership Down. They referenced Buffy. They referenced so many different things that were spooky and horror related. However, my one big gripe with the book was it was far too long and also too repetitive and needed some more editing. So that's 3 gripes technically, not one big gripe, but all combined together, it's one big gripe. So I do think it's worth reading if you love books that just have a wonderful feel and an appropriate atmosphere for this time of year, because you can't get more appropriate than that, honestly. It definitely felt like it was really thematic reading. But I will say, you know, if you're not a fan of things that repeat and you can't stand overly long books, especially when, like, it kind of revisits the same points over and over again, like, there were some things that were driven to the ground. For instance, the author kind of stating through these characters that, you know, Halloween has lost its scary, it's too sexy and cute, and, like, kind of, you know, driving that into the ground over and over again. So, with all of that taken into consideration, I guess my full final rating, I think, is going to be around a 3.5, and I will round it up to 4 for Goodreads. And the reason it gets rounded up instead of down is because, like I said, although it could use more editing, it just was so appropriate and thematic, as I already said, for this time of year. So late September, or all through October, or if you want to read it for St. Paddy's Day, I think it would be appropriate for any of those times, because it really does dive into Irish culture and Irish history in terms of, you know, their version of how Halloween came about, etc., etc. So yeah, overall a good time, but I did struggle at the end. It just felt like I was reading forever. When we were driving in the car, I was like, when will this end? And I just wanted to see what happened. Okay, so that was that. Then you saw me start Dark Harvest, which honestly, I really liked. So that was my first official read of October, as well as my first official Halloweekend read for my Halloweekend TBR. So that was a host favorite. That's one of the main prompts, and that's what I read it for. So host favorite, it was Riveting Read / her actual name is Sav. It was one of her favorites, so I really enjoyed it. Super quick. I read it in like a day, and actually like a day and a half, because I didn't have as much time as I thought when I started. But yes, basically like 2 sittings. It wasn't bad at all. Very dark, atmospheric, took place around Halloween. We've got this kind of supernatural being, the October boy, who kind of comes to life, and everyone in the town is trying to kill him, and we learn more about why that is, and who the October boy is, and so on and so forth. I really liked it quite a bit. It's definitely a good read for October and Halloween. You could actually read it on Halloween. It would be appropriate. Okay, so that one was a success. So first prompt for Halloweekend done. Then when I got home, we got home really late on Monday night. We basically got home at midnight Central Time. Because, you know, obviously we lose some hours when we travel from the West Coast back towards the South where we live in Central Time Zone. So yeah, it was kind of shitty, but we actually stayed up. So I read, and this was not on my original TBR for Halloweekend, but it would fit for, I think, one of the bonus prompts. I have to double check, but one of the prompts is read a book with like a Halloween cover or a cover that you love. Oh yeah, okay, so read a book with a cover that you love. And so I changed my pick for that one. And I made it this cute little short story. It's like a kid's picture book called The Halloween Mouse by Richard Lehman, who's usually like, I'm reading Richard Lehman now, he usually writes adult books with lots of sex in it, so it was weird that he was writing a kid's book. Anyway, the illustrations were so cute, and it was very short and sweet. I kind of want to give it a 5 stars for the cuteness alone. However, I did feel like it abruptly ended, but it's perfect for Halloween. It's very expensive though, so don't think that you're going to just go and find this little picture book anywhere. It's like 50, 60, 70 bucks online, and I kind of splurged to get it, but I didn't spend 70, but I did spend a lot more than I wanted. And I probably could have tried to find it in person, but there's no likelihood that I would have. Anyway, or try to find a deal on eBay, but that never happens for me. I don't know why it never happens for me, but it never happens for me anyway. So I went to so many bookstores, did so many things, but I'm glad you guys were along for the ride with me, because it was a lot of fun, and I think it was a very successful first weekend of Halloweekend as well, because that came at the very end of everything. Alright guys, so I can't wait to start my new vlog, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Sorry again it was so long, but I hope you really liked the footage. And for this time, that is it for me. Till next time, you guys know what you can do. Keep on killing it.